Right, welcome to segment 2 of 2 for the Business Intelligence Project. And this particular segment, we're going to go into the details of how to access the Sam's Club and Dillard's data sets. We are actually looking at or retrieving the data from a database server that's located at the University of Arkansas, the Walton College of Business. And so we're retrieving data across the internet and then extracting that. And actually, let me go back to the this slide here. Extracting it from the data warehouse, where the data warehouse is located in a completely different area of the country. And we're going to look at that data inside of Excel. So here I'm looking at the instruction sheet here. And you need to get Microsoft Excel open as well. And normally you'd be here at the home position. Click on Data. And then we're going to select Data from Other Sources. And we're going to be looking at Analysis Services. So when this window pops up, what we need to do is copy and paste this section right here. And we will paste it in the server name area. Then on Blackboard, you should have your own username, and make sure you type in Walton / got to have the backslash in there, and then your particular username and password that was provided, and it is case sensitive as far as the password goes. When I click on Next, what it's doing is actually going out to the University of Arkansas, and it's looking at a series of databases that we can connect to. So by default, Dillard's pops up, but you can also see Sam's Club down here. I'm just going to stick with Dillard's for now. Select the UA Dillard's Cube. Remember, in the last segment, I talked about a data analysis cube online processing. Click on Next. Now, as you might come back and forth and do this over a period of a couple of days, we need to save this particular connection. So I'm going to scroll down here to this area and go back here to Excel. And for the file name, I'm going to call this Dillard's. And we want to save this in a password file. That's fine. We don't have to worry about it being visible over the internet. It's not a big deal. And then down here under the friendly name, we'll also call this Dillard's. And what this is going to do is create a make sure I get the last thing here. It will create a file, a small file on your PC that you can reuse this data connection to get to back to the Dillard's databases or Sam's Club. So after that, so that's step 5 of the connection. I'll press Finish. I'm going to say yes. I've already created this once. Now we're going to actually import the data back to Excel. And so we can keep the defaults here. And so now Excel is going out across the internet and creating what's called a pivot table within Excel, and it's accessing data that's at the University of Arkansas. Just to give you a quick intro of what we can do and what this is called a pivot table, I can take information such as, let's say, profit. Click on the little checkbox there, and it indicates that Dillard's had a total profit of $752 million for whatever year that is. But now what I can do is start adding more information. I can go down here to different, these are called dimensions. And I can add information such as the geography of where the profit was made, and notice I'm dropping that into what's called the row area down here. So we have a breakout by state and profit by individual states and so forth. And then I can click, let's say, on California and expand that out, and I can see the 3 stores, the 3 Dillard stores in California, including the Stockton store. Now, let me go back to the instructions here in the project. You will see a series of questions similar to the database questions that we've done in the past, both ones from Dillard's and from Sam Clubs, and your goal or assignment is to answer each one of these questions with the appropriate pivot table, expand it out, try to reduce to get to a minimal set of rows, and then you will save this particular spreadsheet and upload that to Blackboard. Now let's say I've completed, say, question 1. Now this isn't the answer to question 1, but I'm going to go down here in the bottom. I'll just say, Q1 or something like that, not exercise 1. I'm going to go to sheet number 2, click on data again, go to existing connections, and here is Dillard's. I've still got that, or connection files, either one. Open that up, click on OK, and I don't have to retype in my password and all that other information. That should be saved for me. And then again, it's going to go back out across the internet, and let's say I want to look at cost data this time. So I click on that, and then I have my cost information for Dillard's. And again, I could add in different dimensions, such as, let's see here, time information. And we'll put that over here in the columns. So for 2004, 2005, I have different time information. So again, your role is to go in and create on each one of these tabs down here and answer a separate question. In some cases, you may also need to create pivot charts. Pivot charts are right up here, and you can do that fairly easily once you have the data available in your in the spreadsheet. So this wraps up the kind of the step-by-step instructions for accessing the data at the University of Arkansas and how to create the 2 spreadsheets that are due in this particular project.